Hi, I'm Josh Welton, and in this edition of In the Workshop, I'm going to talk about the Magic Filler Rod Silicon Bronze. A lot of you are probably really experienced using it, but I want to kind of give an introduction to those not as familiar with it and just talk about the benefits, the drawbacks. Just really, this is like a quick down and dirty. I'm not going to get too technical with things, but I kind of want to explain the main bullet points of using silicon bronze. The benefits of silicon bronze is, so first of all, the difference between, like, you're going to be using the same process as TIG welding. You're going to be using the TIG torch. The difference is welding, by definition, is the base metals and similar metals melting together and becoming one solid piece that's basically has the same metallurgy. Silicon bronze, or electric brazing, I should say, because there's other rods you can do this with, it's more of a braze. So you're heating up the base metal, but you're melting the filler and letting it suck in. Just instead of using a flux like you would with traditional brazing, you're using the argon like you would with TIG welding. Some of the benefits are you can weld this. See, that's the thing, is you always say weld, like I always say weld. Technically, it's not a weld. To me, it's sort of more of a hybrid because sometimes you're sort of melting the base metal and it's sort of merging, but technically it's a braze. A lot of people are gonna refer to it as welding. I don't typically correct them because it's the exact same motions, just the science that's happening at the end of the torch is quite a bit different. Now with brazing, what's happening is it's almost like a super strong Velcro. Instead of changing the molecular structure of the base metal so that it merges together, the silicon bronze is actually flowing into the metal, into all these little microscopic empty spaces, and then solidifying, which makes it, it pulls it together. It's like the strongest Velcro ever. Like it's actually a really, really super strong process. I've used it before, even like doing some really cold repairs, because one of the benefits is it melts at a lower temperature. So like I was doing some cast iron gears for my dad, and I didn't actually have the ability to consistently heat them up where it was. And so I decided to, instead of heating it and welding it while the cast iron was hot and having to worry about the preheat and the post heat and all that stuff, what I did was I used silicon bronze, and I just heated up the part enough for it to accept the silicon bronze, and it worked. The gears stayed strong. My dad ended up rigging up a fixture to machine down the gears so that they would fit together, and it worked for, I think it still is working. It held up really strong. For my sculptures, it's really cool because it adds a couple of benefits. One, you can attach copper to stainless, you can attach copper to mild steel, you can attach copper to copper, you can attach steel to steel, and you get this really cool coloring. It's like a gold color, so it gives you contrast to your art. I played around with it. You can even brush it while it's hot, and different colors will come off of it, like really deep purples and reds and things like that. So anyways, I wanted to just give a little bit of an example. One of the concerns you have to have is because the zinc that's inside of the material, it's not really pleasant to breathe in, and you're not going to notice it right away. But if you're using it for like 45 minutes, all of a sudden you're going to get a headache, and you're going to be like, why do I have a headache? It's because you've been brazing with silicon bronze. So I got a fume extractor. One of the other things you can do is you can take a box fan and just reverse it so that it's not blowing air on you, it's sucking air away, and that pull is gentle enough where it doesn't affect the gas coverage. But one of the really cool things with the sculptures is, say I do a lot of like nuts and bolts stuff, and a lot of them have coating, like the zinc plate coating. Now, if I was traditionally welding that, the zinc would want to pop and it would destroy the tungsten, it would make a mess, and it's not very much fun. But with silicon bronze, it melts at a lower temperature than the base metal, so you're not even getting to the base metal. Now, if I would have tried that with a regular filler rod, it would have been popping and snorting. Feel free to try it yourself. If you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. With silicon bronze, it melts at lower temperatures, so it kind of just you know, lays right in there, which is nice. You can also do copper, which you can't weld copper to steel, but you can TIG braze it to steel. Now you've got copper permanently attached to steel. I've had people that make moonshine stills contact me because they do a lot of copper to stainless, and that's one of the methods. It's probably the main method they use for doing that. So yeah, I know you can MIG weld. They make a MIG weld, which is brazing still again. But a friend that I work with, one of his first jobs was welding. It was some kind of HVAC production welding, but they were welding galvanized, and they were using silicon bronze for the rod because they could melt it without getting that galvanized to pop and make a big mess. So it's really a lot of cool ways you can use it. Again, it's good to have some air filtration because it's not the most pleasant stuff to breathe in, but it's really nice for welding dissimilar metals. Again, I said weld, braze, but you get the picture. So silicon bronze is a really good tool to have. It's a nice thing to have in your back pocket for those weird situations where regular filler metal isn't gonna work and you need some magic.